I am sorry if the way that I spoke about that death made your grief worse.
There's just a lot of distrust at this point.
It's something many say happens too often in Alberta, retractions from the government when it comes to their handling of COVID-19. And when it comes to a 14-year-old boy who the government says was wrongfully labeled as a COVID death, this expert says a lack of public mistrust is now hitting a tipping point, and it's not exclusive to one side.
For those who say that COVID isn't real, this is a conspiracy, they use this as an example of the government is saying that deaths are because of COVID, and they're not. And then even for those who are more moderate in their views, those people might say, well, look, are we overcounting COVID deaths? Is this as bad as we think? Do we need these restrictions?
We have an obligation to monitor and report deaths from COVID-19 infection and to be as timely and transparent as possible.
But this doubt in the UCP didn't happen overnight. Hardcastle says this erosion in government faith has been a slow burn.
If you compare how people viewed the Minister of Health and the Chief Medical Officer of Health during the first wave to now, it's vastly different. People are more critical, people lack trust, people think that the government got the fourth wave wrong. And so I think that we're never going to get back to the level of public trust that we had in the first wave.
With the impending vaccination rollout to children, ongoing restrictions, and ICU capacities depending on all of this, Hardcastle says the government needs to regain credibility.
It needs to do everything that it can to be transparent and to try and regain some of the public trust that's been lost, particularly in the fourth wave.
The teen's death was removed from COVID-19 statistics, and moving forward, Hinshaw says the province will not report any COVID deaths among minors until they're fully reviewed. In Calgary, Taylor Brott, City News.